But I think we've got to talk about the other Miami guy, Quincy Roche, because he's a guy that could. He's a sort of more kind of outside linebackery 2 point stance guy out of Miami, 6'3", 243, athletic, speedy edge rusher with decent power, and he reads the game well. He's good speed around the edge, good footwork, precise footwork. He's got agility, and what he really does well is he's got the speedy club move, which he's got like this powerful outside hand, which he just beats down on people with. But I'd like to see him get his other hand up. He doesn't kind of get his other hand. He just bashes people with his outside hand and gets round them. And I'm not sure that's a kind of a bit of a one-trick pony move. I'd like to see him get some more technical stuff, like more kind of dip rip kind of stuff going on, which I think he's got the potential to do. But I guess something works for him, and he just keeps on doing it. But with a bit of coaching, I think he could get that other hand up and kind of get some more bend. Just basically lacks refinement, and he pretty much exclusively came off the right side.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see, that worries me a little bit. And in fact, you start to see tackles start to anticipate that right hand club and start withdrawing their hands before he punches with it, waiting for him and then re-engaging and then nullifying him. So, if college players are doing that after 10 snaps, what's NFL players are going to be coming to the game knowing he's doing that, because they watch tape. So, he needs to add to his pass rush weapons. Needs some other moves. But he is decent dropping into coverage. He's definitely an outside linebacker that could develop. However, he's worse than average against the run. I thought he really struggles to beat hands. That lack of kind of other moves shows up. He kind of plays patty cake rather than attacking. Just stands there patting their hands. He's got an okay bend, but it isn't elite. And his pass rush moves don't seem elite outside of the club. And it struggles to get off blocks, gets blown off course or neutralized a lot. Both rushing and against the run, he gets neutralized. So he just seems to stop and like watch what's going on without what we're talking about a minute ago. If his initial move doesn't work, he just stops and he's just a passenger and just watches what's happening. And that's kind of frustrating. So I'm kind of down on him. I don't think he's really a target, despite being a sort of positional fit. I don't know what do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. He's kind of a weird shaped dude. He's I don't know if you can really categorise an edge player as a bowling ball, but he kind of looks like one. He's got a very thick, strong base, but like little T-Rex arms.
He's like a pyramid.
Yeah, just a strange shaped guy for this position. I don't know, weird. But yeah, it's weird, man. Just playing alongside Phillips as well just didn't help. Just made him kind of just look like a bum by association. I'm with you. I was a little bit down. Wasn't totally in love with the. I don't think he's the most athletic dude either, which has kind of put me off. I immediately thought that's not what the Steelers would look for in this position. So yeah, I agree with you. Like almost like a position fit, but not a. I don't know what you'd call it, like a fit of what they normally look for. I suppose the type fit.
Yeah.
No, I think that's fair. I had very similar, lads, and actually, Gav, it was great to see some of your comments there about him, one, utilising solely on the right-hand side and that strong right-hand club that he uses. But as you say, that as effective as that is, it was quite easily noted and acted upon, and there wasn't really more to the game. I sort of had him as a middle of the draft sort of pick, and I wholeheartedly agree. Yes, it's a potential need to our scheme. But I'm not sure he's the type of player that would fit within that as an outside linebacker for us.
Yeah. And you do have to give him credit because he was a smaller, I can't remember where it was, but he was a transfer, wasn't he?
Yeah, 3 years at Temple.
Temple, that's right. And he dominated there. He was he was a guy that he transferred up to the big leagues to try and make a difference. And he was a mainstay on their defensive front. So you've got to give him credit for that he was prepared to take that risk, from being the big fish in the little pond to going up and being the little fish. And then, and playing alongside Phillips and Russo and holding it down. So you've got to give him credit for that. So, I do think he's draftable, definitely. Sorry, I've got weird gas going on here. Don't know if that was coming through while I was talking there, but yeah, I do think if he fell 4 or 5, maybe the Steelers would think about it, but not much higher than that. I don't know. Or are you saying he's undraftable? What do you think?
No, he's not draftable, but yeah, he's just not high on my board. I think he would be. I agree with you. It's hard with these guys, isn't it? Because I think he would go before that, so it's almost not worth theorising. But yeah, I suppose if he was there in the 5th round, I'd be interested, I guess. But yeah, I'm just not super excited.